presenting before you the Edu-Talk conducted by Sister Nivedita University. Today our topic will be the subject which is a favorite subject of many students, I know, that is management. I am your host, Hoikot Mojumdar, Assistant Professor, Journalism and Mass Communication Department, Sister Nivedita University, and we will talk about the different aspects, different perspectives of management studies, and that too in Sister Nivedita University. So let me introduce to the panelists of today. To my right, Dr. Debraj Datta, Professor and Head, Department of Management, and to my left, Dr. Mahuya Adhikary, Ph.D. Coordinator, Department of Management. Sir, welcome to our program. Ma'am, welcome to our program. So today we will discuss about, as I have said already, the different aspects of management studies, and of course the questions you have in your mind regarding the subject, regarding the admission criteria, different aspects we will discuss with you, and sir and ma'am will ask your queries. I will answer to your queries. Let me start with sir. Sir, over the year, management courses are very popular with the students. So, what is the reason of that popularity? Let me ask that question first.
Excellent question, Professor Mojumdar. Before I answer this question, I'll request everybody to think about his or her own family. Just think of how we start our day and what we do the entire day and how we manage our things. So you understand that even for a small family, the management is very important. Now let's think of a company where there are 10,000 people working. Any company, any industry, any sector. So it's very important to handle resources. Okay, so there are some resource constraints, there are some expectations, there will be customers, they will be expecting things, and they are not bothered to know what problems we have, the companies have. So it is our responsibility how to manage constraints, how to optimize our resources, how to apply our human resources, financial resources, infrastructure resources, technological resources, and how to get things done and how to arrive at a certain solution of a problem. So it's all about problem solution. Our mothers do that, our fathers do that, we do that in our own family, and it is also expected from all of us when we are working somewhere. We also need to have the solutions, and in the management studies we try to teach, and I do not want to use the teach only, I also want to say that we help students to learn how to manage, because there are certain aspects of management which cannot be taught. Absolutely. Which has to be learned. Yes. So that is our responsibility. So teaching and learning both.
And so what sir has said, that management is necessary in every step of life.
Absolutely.
And then the basic question comes that the courses, what are the courses offered by SNU? Because the first step is you have to manage everything, you have to manage in every step of life. So if you, as sir has suggested, that you have to learn this, you have to learn the method of management. So to learn that, there are different courses in Sister Nivedita University. So, sir will tell that what are the courses offered by SNU and what are the admission criteria.
Right, thanks. At SNU, we offer management courses at UG undergraduate level and PG postgraduate level. Undergraduate level, SNU is one of those very few universities which offers huge range of courses. Why? As I mentioned, that the companies could belong to different sectors. There could be challenges in different sectors and challenges would be different. So let me start with the course BBA, the basic BBA honors course, where we help students to learn various aspects of management, marketing, HR, operations, finance, entrepreneurship, strategy. Then we have a program called BBA Digital Marketing. Yes. Why BBA Digital Marketing? Right now we are having a live session on Facebook. So Facebook has become a very important part of our life. So there are huge opportunities in the area of social media, digital marketing, content writing. So this BBA Digital Marketing course is aimed towards that. Another program is BBA Healthcare Management. We have seen the growth of the healthcare sector, and our students who are studying BBA Healthcare Management will deal with that. Next is BBA Sports Management. The sports also has evolved. It is not just sports, it has become a multi-billion-dollar industry. We have seen the valuation of of IPL in our own country, how it evolved. So it is not just some cricket matches, it is a huge industry and it is required to handle those resources that I mentioned earlier. So BBA Sports Management comes there. Then we have 3 fantastic courses where we have tie-up with other renowned entities. First one is BBA Business Process Management, where we have tie-up with TCS. I think I don't have to explain what TCS is. Next is Bombay Stock Exchange, where we offer BBA Financial Markets, which deals with, as the name implies, different financial products, how the stock market moves, and it's a huge opportunity in that particular field as well. And then the 7th BBA program is when we have a tie-up with ICA Edu-Skill, where we are offering BBA Finance and Marketing. As the name implies, it caters to both finance and marketing, so the students get opportunity to work in companies with financial roles as well as marketing roles. So these are the 7 BBA programs that we are offering, and I'm quite sure it's very difficult to have another university which is offering such a wide range of undergraduate management courses. At PG level, we offer MBA, we offer MBA Healthcare Management and MBA Sports Management. In MBA, we are offering marketing, HR and finance specializations. Okay. So that is the spectrum of our courses.
And the next question comes, so what sir has said, that students with different interest in different kind of different professions, they can apply for the management courses in SNU. Now the question comes, many students, I suppose that many students are having this question, that whether am I eligible to apply for this, from which background I will go to these management courses. Ma'am will answer that. Ma'am, many students are there who think that can I apply for the management courses from humanities background, from science background, from any other commerce background. So what is the answer to that? Can students from any background can apply for the courses?
Thank you, Dr. Majumdar. I will answer the question. The students can any courses, any background like humanities, finance, or humanities, or science, or commerce, they can apply for management courses. And there are several management courses here we are in SNU. There are several management courses are there, as Dr. Debraj Datta already, our head, already explained all the courses. And students from different management science background, they can apply for different different courses such as hospital management or hospitality management are also there, and also science. There are several courses are there, marketing and various courses are there, and also sports management they can apply. But students from humanities also, they can apply for HR profession, HR marketing, and all professions they can join. Students from all backgrounds, they can join in management courses, but the students must have the aptitude to manage things properly. If they don't, or the students who have that attitude to go for a startup, or they like to go for any entrepreneurship business, then it will be better for them to join in these courses. If they have the aptitude, they have to manage. Here we are just not teaching, we are just nurturing the students with the concept how the resources are managing very efficiently. As Dr. Debraj already mentioned here, how they are managing things and how the resources can be optimized. And here also we explain that how when their resources are optimized and how efficiently and effectively they are optimized, they are doing those things. So how a manager will manage the resources efficiently and effectively to give the end result.
Absolutely. In fact, sir, what you have mentioned at the very beginning of the program, that management is all about managing things, and that management skill starts from we call it charity begins at home,
yes.
And it's the management skill starts at home also.
Absolutely.
And in fact, another thing, the students are always worried about their careers. So The next question what I will ask on behalf of the aspiring students, that what are the career prospects after studying management?
Again, very, very relevant question. Before I talk about career, the main question, the very important thing that one has to understand that when we talk about career, it's not just about getting a job. As already Dr. Adhikary has mentioned, we are also here encouraging students to get into entrepreneurship. We have some students who have become entrepreneurs. So very important thing is enhancing your employability. That is, whether you are employable, even if you start a business or even if you join your family business, you need to understand the meaning of employability. You are not working for anyone, you are working for yourself and you are going to employ people. But if people do not have the understanding of employability, this thing is not possible. So from the very first semester, we are helping students to understand the meaning of employability. We have designed our courses according to that, and that's why our syllabus, anybody can check the website, it does not just have some courses, some subjects. We also have sufficient emphasis on soft skill development, communicative English.
Yes.
Very important thing that we have something called generic elective papers or multidisciplinary elective papers where they learn non-management subjects, maybe psychology, maybe sociology. Is very important because when one wants to get a management job, he or she also has to understand the psychology, the behavioral pattern of the employees, of the colleagues, of the customers, whatever may be the sector. In case of healthcare, the patients, the patient party, the people who are coming with patients. So it's very, very important. So that is the focus. So here we just do not talk about jobs. It always happens. We are talking about enhancing employability. Yes, we have a dedicated placement cell. We have a placement coordinator. She's also our faculty colleague. She has industry experience. And all of us together as a team, we always help the students and we always have sessions with them. We have regular sessions with them so that we try to groom them to become a successful entrepreneur or successful service person. And we have a fantastic concept called internship and life projects. Okay, so when we take classes, there are life projects, there are case studies, there are various components of evaluation process. It is not just pen and paper test. So they are learning how to apply the concepts what they are getting in the classroom beyond the classroom. Yes. They have to go outside, they have to do something, they have to come back, they have to give presentation, they have to give a report. Then we have an internship which is compulsory, 2 to 3 month internship. For UG it is after second year, for PG it is after first year. They have to do it and that is a part of the evaluation process. And then before final placement, again we have regular grooming sessions done by us and we have another department dedicated towards this and they also do it in tandem. So this is how we are doing it. It's like a project. It's not an overnight thing.
Yes.
It is a process. It is a culture. It is a habit. And we try to help students to inculcate that habit.
And in fact, what already Dr. Datta has mentioned, Madam, I will just to take you from what Dr. Datta has said, that so the teaching method is also very important in these cases.
Yes.
Because the students, as Dr. Datta has already mentioned, that students are trained, not only taught.
Yes. Students are trained how to they will go for any startup business.
Yes.
Or they will be employable. He has used the word, Dr. Datta has mentioned this word, employable, and he will be employable, he or she, and he can generate employability. If he wants to start up any business, he can generate employability. So in the classroom, we not only discuss the syllabus, we not only covered the syllabus and only the theories we will not only cover, but we include we explain all the theories with case studies, real life case studies, real life examples, so that the students can connect the theories with the real life examples.
Absolutely.
And also in every course we have an assignment. The student have to submit an 15 marks assignment, and that assignment is they can prepare the assignments according to their own choice. They can use any company background or any company, whatever they like, but they have to prepare a PowerPoint presentation, and that presentation they have to, and when they are giving this they are preparing this presentation, they are also very much equipped with that things, that will be very much beneficial for them when they will go for the placement, or
yes.
when they will go for the job. They will have to present their what they are doing in their day-to-day life. They have to present all these things to their higher authorities. So this presentation skill will be developed in this within the coursework. And also we are nurturing when they are also writing various case studies with us.
Absolutely.
And our faculties are helping, and various case studies of previous year students already published in various UGC care or UGC approved journals.
So, this is what Dr. Adhikary has mentioned. Sir, you have already talked about the employability of the students, and Madam has mentioned about the teaching methods. So, along with that, another thing I suppose which is very important, especially for all the subjects in our university and especially for the management students, that is to crack the interviews. So, how they are trained, if you can explain that, sir.
Again, very relevant question. So what I want to say here, cracking interview or getting a job, it's a journey. It's
Yes.
not just a destination, it's
Absolutely.
a journey. And as I mentioned, that journey starts before they take admission, because here, before they take admission, we also take their interviews. We interact with them. We also interact with their parents. We try to understand what they are thinking, because it's very important to guide them as well as their parents. And as I mentioned, that it is starting from the very first semester when we talk about the soft skill sessions, we talk about communicative English, because we have to understand that there are many students who come from vernacular medium. So
Yes.
there might be some sort of concern in their mind, can I adjust, can I do it? So I can assure you that it is possible, because I am from vernacular medium, I am from Bengali medium background. So it is all about how you apply yourselves and how much committed you are, whether you are getting inside, whether you are really passionate to improve yourself. So when we talk about cracking interview, there are few things one has to understand. One is subject knowledge, the domain expertise that Dr. Adhikary has mentioned, and that has been well covered. Second part, that is called hard skill. Second part is called soft skill, when we have to apply. Suppose I know the answer of a certain question, but can I present properly? Do I have that sort of body language? Do I have that sort of subtlety? Do I have that sort of nuance? In case of group discussion is a very important point. Can I convince others without disturbing others? Can I prove my points? Can I make my points? So it's very, very important. So it is not just about personal interview, it is also about group discussion. Nowadays, many companies, they also conduct aptitude tests. We also have that, as I mentioned, in the final year for both PG and UG, we have specific corporate grooming sessions, which is taken by a group of people who have years of corporate experience, and also we coordinate with them. So one is the expertise in that particular domain, and second thing is how we apply ourselves, how to have good communication skill, how to have persuasive communication skill, because in the interview you have to convince strangers,
Yes.
a group of strangers, in 4, 5, 10 minutes, that you are the best person for that particular job. So that is very, very important. So it's not just about knowledge, it is also about the attitude. Your self-confidence, that is very, very important.
Yes, and since it is related, I had this question in my mind, and since it is related what Dr. Datta has just said, so once again I would like to ask you that this was the preparative stage. Then how do we arrange the campus interview, and what are the placement policies? I suppose many students are interested to know about that.
And very, very good question. We have a placement cell, and as I mentioned, we have a placement coordinator, and she is also my colleague. Our colleague, she has years of experience. So we coordinate with placement team. How we coordinate? Placement team interacts with the corporates, and whenever it is required, we also go there, because we are in direct contact with the students. We all teachers, whenever they ask us, we talk to them. We try to understand what they want, because after all, at the end of the day, it is important what industries want from our students, not what we want them to do.
Yes.
So this is very, very important, that proactive approach. So understanding others, understanding the recruiter's mindset, and we take those cues, and we have regular interactions, we have workshops, we have regular interactions with the corporates, and we invite them, and we give them the chance to talk to the corporates. And then, as I mentioned, that we have two ways. One is internship, and we try to we try to convince the students that, see, if you do a very good job in their internship, there is a possibility that your internship may be converted into final placement. And it did happen last 2 years, it did happen. Some of our students who have done very well in their internship in some very good companies, and they have been absorbed. But what is important there, even if they are not absorbed, they get good on the job training. That's very important. Now that when they get back, they again align that with whatever they are learning in the classes, and then when the final placement comes, then they apply. And we have mock PI sessions, we have regular interaction sessions, and that is how we do. And we also believe in peer learning thing, that if somebody has got a job, we always tell the student to share his or her experience with his or her batchmates. Right. So they exactly know what is happening inside the interview room. We are not there.
Yes.
He or she is there. So that is another culture that we have started here. There's a habit that after a successful interview.
This is also a training process.
Absolutely. Yes. You need to interact. Yes. You need to tell your batchmates, so what have you faced?
Yes.
Okay. Exactly. So that is another thing that we have introduced here.
We have talked about the interview process, we have talked about employability, entrepreneurship and training. Also, along with that, I suppose, Madam, this question is for you. I suppose many students are there who are opting for higher education or research.
Yes.
So what are the research opportunities in management department?
So in the management department, we are various research scholars, so many research scholars, about 20 research scholars are there, but also they are doing research and for their PhD programs. But we are also encouraging BBA and MBA students to prepare various research projects, and they participate in various national and international conferences. And some of our this year also I can mention that 2 of our BBA students and 2 MBA students also bagged the best paper awards in different tracks, marketing tracks, HR track, hospitality track. They bagged the various international conferences, just like IBS conference, St. Xavier's University conference, and IAPQR statistical conference. They bagged the best paper award. Okay. So BBA and MBA students are also preparing the research papers, and they are also, when they are preparing these papers, they are pursuing their career, and they want the students who wants to pursue their career for higher education, they only go for this kind of activities.
Yes.
And also when they are preparing the research paper, we try to, at the time of internship, they learn from the industry and they gain the industry people views, and so that we can manage the industry and academia gap. Right. We can what is the gap between industry and academia and the learning procedure. So through research we want to overcome this industry and academia gap.
Right.
Absolutely.
In course of our conversation, we have almost come to the end of our program. But before I finish, the last but very important question for Dr. Datta, that many students have this in the mind. We have discussed in bits and pieces that what are the career opportunities. If you can finish off with that.
Okay. As I have already mentioned, that if somebody looks at the nomenclature of our programs, one could have a clear understanding of what we are looking at. So when we talk about BBA, when we talk about MBA or marketing, HR, finance, so one can easily understand that the students will get opportunities in marketing, HR, finance, because whatever companies people are working, they need to manage people, they need to handle human resources, their HR comes into play, or they have to handle finance part, because that is very important. They need to interact with the customers, they need to get revenues, business development, that we say, that is the marketing part. And other courses, when you talk about healthcare, when you talk about sports, when you talk about financial markets, so these are designed to cater to specific part of the industries which are growing. So that is very, very important. These are all new age. And when you talk about digital marketing, you have to talk about AI, you have to talk about chat, GPT, how these things have revolutionized, how these things have evolved. So this is that what we do, that we always try to design our curriculum as per the industry requirements. So once they get admission, they will be exposed to basics of management, fundamentals of management, and then there will be exposure to specialization areas, and the job opportunities will come according to that.
Yes. So thank you so much, sir. We had with us in our panel today Dr. Debraj Datta, Professor and Head, Management Department, and Dr. Mahuya Adhikary, the PhD Coordinator and Assistant Professor of the department. So I suppose the aspiring students and also the guardians, you had all the queries in your mind, and Dr. Datta and Dr. Adhikary has answered almost all the queries. So the management department is there for you, and the aspiring students, you can come and be a part of Sister Nivedita University team. And we have come to the end of this program, but Unscripted will continue. We will come back with another episode of Unscripted. Keep watching Unscripted, keep watching SNU Chronicles. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.